You sit down to learn English. You open your notebook. You write 10, 20, maybe even 50 new words. You repeat them again and again. You feel productive. You feel like you're improving. And for a moment, you actually believe, this time I will remember everything. But then, 2 days later, someone asks you a simple question in English. You understand it. You know you've learned the words needed to answer. But suddenly, your mind goes blank. The words are gone. It's like they were never there. And in that moment, you feel frustrated, confused, maybe even a little embarrassed. You start asking yourself questions like, why do I keep forgetting? Is my memory weak? Am I just not good at English? Let me stop you right there. No, your memory is not weak. No, you are not bad at English. The real problem is something most people never realize. You are learning English in a way that your brain is designed to forget. Yes, you are following a method that almost guarantees failure. But here's the good news. Once you understand how your brain actually remembers things, everything changes. And in this video, I'm not just going to give you tips. I'm going to completely change the way you learn vocabulary so that you don't just learn words, you keep them forever. Let me tell you a real story. Not from a book, not from a teacher, from someone who struggled exactly like you. A few years ago, I decided I was serious about learning English. No more excuses. No more delay. I bought a notebook. A fresh, clean notebook. The kind that makes you feel like this is a new beginning. On the first page, I wrote, new vocabulary. Every day. I followed a strict routine. I would search for new English words. Write their meanings. Repeat them 10 times. Try to memorize them. Day 1, 20 words. Day 2, 20 more. Day 3, 20 more. After 1 week, I had more than 100 words. I felt proud. I thought, if I continue like this, I will become fluent very fast. But then something strange happened. One day I tried to speak. Just simple sentences. Nothing complex. But when I needed the words, they weren't there. I tried harder. I forced my brain to remember. But it felt like searching for something in a dark room. Empty. Silent. Gone. And that was the moment everything changed. Because I realized something painful. I wasn't learning. I was just memorizing and forgetting. Deep explanation why you forget. Now let's understand what's really happening. Because once you understand this, you'll never learn vocabulary the same way again. Your brain is not a storage machine. It doesn't keep everything you give it. In fact, your brain is designed to forget most things. Why? Because every day you see thousands of things, words, faces, sounds, information. If your brain remembered everything, it would become overloaded. So what does it do? It filters. It asks one simple question. Is this important for survival or daily use? If the answer is no, it deletes it. And that's exactly what happens with vocabulary. When you memorize a word once, don't use it. Don't connect it to real life. Your brain says, this is not important, and it removes it. That's why you forget. Not because you are weak, but because your method is weak. Transition builds curiosity. So now the real question is, how do you convince your brain that a word is important enough to remember? How do you make vocabulary stick in your mind naturally? That's what we're going to fix now. And trust me, once you apply these methods, you will notice something powerful. You will start remembering words without effort. Method 1. Learn words like real language, deep version. Let's start with the biggest mistake. Most people learn words like this. Word meaning. For example, beautiful, pretty. They repeat it. They memorize it. And then they forget it. Why? Because this is not how language works. Language is not just words. Language is context plus emotion plus usage. So instead of learning beautiful, pretty, you learn like this. Her smile is beautiful. Now your brain understands. Situation. Meaning, feeling, and this creates a memory connection. Let's go deeper. When you learn a word in a sentence, you are training your brain to use it, not just recognize it. And that's the difference between passive knowledge, you understand, active knowledge, you can speak. You don't need to know words. You need to use words. Let's take an example. Word, confident. Old method, confident, sure. New method, I feel confident when I speak slowly. Now do this. Say it 3 times. Change it slightly. I feel confident when I practice daily. I feel confident when I prepare. Now the word becomes part of your thinking. This is how memory is built. Right now, I want you to try something. Think of one English word you recently learned. Now ask yourself, did I learn it in a sentence? Or just as a meaning? If it's just meaning, that's why you forgot it. Method 2. Spaced repetition. Now let's talk about the method that can completely change your memory. Spaced repetition. Simple idea. Don't review everything at once. Review it at the right time. Because here's what most people do. They learn words, and then they either never review them or review everything randomly. Both are wrong. Here's the correct way. Let's say you learn 5 new words today. Day 1, learn plus, repeat plus, use in sentences. Day 2, quick review, 1-2 minutes. Day 4, review again. Day 7, review again. Day 15, final review. That's it. Not hours of study, just smart timing. Each time you review, you are telling your brain, this is important. Don't delete it. And your brain listens. Because your brain respects repetition over time, not intensity in one day. Think of it like watering a plant. If you give it 10 liters of water in one day, and then nothing for 10 days, it will die. But if you give it a little water again and again, it grows. Vocabulary is the same. Right now, many people watching this are doing this. Learning 30-50 words in one day. Feeling excited. Then forgetting everything. If that's you, stop. You are not learning. You are wasting your effort. Let's do a quick check. Think about a word you learned last week. Can you use it in a sentence right now? If not, that word was never really learned. Method 3. Speak to activate memory. Now we move to something even more important. Because even if you learn in sentences, use spaced repetition, there is still one missing piece. Speaking. Most learners think, I will speak when I become confident. But the truth is the opposite. You become confident by speaking. And more importantly, you remember words by speaking. When you speak a word, your brain does 3 things. It recalls the word, it organizes it in a sentence, It connects it with your voice and emotion. This creates a deep memory imprint, much stronger than reading or writing. From today, follow this rule. Every new word, speak it 5 times in different sentences. Example. Word, improve. Say, I want to improve my English. I am improving daily. This method will improve your memory. Practice improves confidence. I will improve step by step. Now this word is alive. Remove fear. Some people are thinking, but I don't have anyone to speak with. That's okay. Speak alone. Yes, I'm alone. Because your brain doesn't care who you speak to. It only cares that you use the word. I remember a time I used to sit in my room and speak English alone. At first it felt strange, even a little embarrassing. But I continued, day after day. And slowly, something changed. Words started coming automatically. Not perfectly, not fluently, but naturally. And that's when I realized practice doesn't need an audience. It needs consistency. Method 4, use emotion plus imagination. Now let's unlock something powerful. Your brain remembers emotions. More than information. That's why you remember. Movies, stories, moments. But forget vocabulary lists. Whenever you learn a word, don't just understand it. Feel it. Imagine it. Example. Word, hungry. Don't just say, hungry, gas, need food. Instead, imagine. You didn't eat all day. Your stomach hurts. You feel weak. Now say, I am very hungry. That word will stay in your mind. Because now the word is connected to image, feeling, experience. And your brain says, this is real, keep it. Quick challenge. Try this right now. Pick a word, tired. Now imagine you didn't sleep all night. Your eyes are heavy. Now say, I am really tired. Feel the difference? That's real learning. So now you have sentence learning, spaced repetition, speaking practice, emotional connection. But there is still one mistake. A big one, and almost everyone makes it. Method 5, learn less, remember more. This might sound strange, but the biggest mistake in learning vocabulary is this. Trying to learn too much? Most learners think, more words and faster progress. But the reality is, more words, more confusion, more forgetting. Your brain has limits, not because it's weak, but because it needs time to build strong memories. When you learn 30 words in one day, what happens? You don't remember 30. You remember maybe 2 or 3, and the rest disappear. So instead of asking, how many words can I learn today? Ask this. How many words can I actually remember and use? That question will change everything. From today, learn only 5 words per day. Yes, only 5. But for those 5 words, learn them in sentences. Speak them multiple times. Review them over days. Use emotion and imagination. Now those 5 words become part of you. Let's compare. Person A learns 50 words a day, forgets 45, remembers 5 weekly. Person B learns 5 words a day, remembers all 5 strongly, uses them in real life. After 30 days, person B is more fluent. Because fluency is not about knowing more. It's about using more. Final mini story. I remember the moment I changed this habit. I stopped chasing big numbers. I stopped trying to impress myself with how many words I could write. Instead, I focused on just a few words. I used them again and again, in sentences, in thoughts, in speaking, and slowly, something powerful happened. Words stopped disappearing. They stayed. And for the first time, I didn't feel like I was learning English. I felt like I was living it. Let me tell you something very important. You don't need a special talent, a powerful memory, or a perfect system. What you need is the right method and consistency. So from today, remember this. Don't learn words alone, learn them in sentences. Don't study once, review over time. Don't stay silent, speak daily. Don't stay logical, use emotion and imagination. Don't learn too much, learn less but deeply. Closing impact line. You don't forget because you are weak. You forget because your method is weak. Fix the method, and your English will change automatically. If this video helped you, make sure to subscribe to English Elevation, because here, we don't just learn English, we build real fluency. And in the next video, I'll show you something even more powerful. How to think in English without translating in your head, because that is the real key to speaking fluently.